All right, so just have a look at some opening paragraphs. Okay, first of all, you need the name of the character, the protagonist, and all characters in capitals.
Mhm.
Okay. You sort of do it the other way around, really. You're sort of writing it like it's a story. John is a 19-year-old boy who lives at home with his mum. Okay.
Yeah.
That it.
So I should do it more like John, 19 years old, lives at home with his mum.
That's
brown
more
hair,
like it.
fair
Yeah. I
complexion.
mean, the style of it is
Mhm,
just a
yeah.
little bit like here I am telling you a story.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, that's not the code. Interior, John's room, John's mum's house.
Okay.
Day. You have to have the day or night in there. Okay. Capitals.
Yeah, that is a capital.
Sorry?
That is a capital.
No, capitals all the way through.
Oh, as in the whole.
Yeah, to make it stand out.
Okay, cool.
How do we know? Okay, so this, again, the story's got to be able to tell itself.
Yeah.
And you tell it in that, can't you get her own fucking vegetables? You tell it in that, okay? So you need to describe the action, and that line needs to be good enough, which it is, to tell the audience and the person reading that. So you don't need that. Sorry, okay. I'm pointing with my finger. You don't need that, okay? Yeah, I think disconsolate might be better than regretful there.
It's like he's like regretful about his life, so would disconsolate still make sense there?
Well, it just means he's unhappy. You can't, again, we don't know what's going on in his head yet. That's why the action of the pieces should reveal it rather than you telling us.
Yeah.
You know, this is a blueprint for a piece of filming. It's not a short story. Okay. He gets up.
So instead of John proceeds to get up, it's just right.
He gets up.
Cool.
And picks up. Okay, if you're entering the bathroom, it's a new scene. So it's int, bathroom, day. Yeah, it's fine. Only a thin trickle of water. You can't really have more than one. Capital I. Right. John proceeds, don't use this, it's just trying to over fancy it. John walks through the living room, make it there rather than his, not realizing he left his keys on top of a red Stanley Kubrick book. How do we know that?
How do we know what?
Well, I'm looking, so I'm the producer reading this, thinking, yeah, we can make this film. Here's this character. How do I know he's realized he's left his keys?
Not realizing he left his keys on top of the red Stanley Kubrick book. Because
but how do we know that?
I took a picture of the frame. I took a picture of the keys and John walking away from me.
But how do we know he's looking for his keys?
He's not. He just doesn't realize that he left them at home. Basically, he walks down the stairs, leaves his house, not realizing he left his keys on top of a red Stanley Kubrick book.
But how does this description tell us that, apart from you seeing into his mind? That's a short story. This is a film.
Okay, yeah.
So you have to say close
up on keys.
We see a close up of John's house keys sitting on top of a. What do you mean? Stanley Kubrick didn't write books. A biography of Stanley Kubrick, whatever it might be. Okay, or name the title of the book. You have to talk about it in film language. Okay, so don't talk about what's going on in here. Talk about here. You can refer to a camera shot because it's important. It's putting something in place. So he's going through his living room. He's walked down some stairs.
Mm-hmm.
He's walked through the living room. Now he's walking down some stairs.
Yeah.
Which stairs?
The stairs going downstairs.
So he goes to the living room and then he goes down. He's gone down the stairs from the bedroom. Got to the living room. Where's he going now?
I'm sure.
What's below the living room?
The hallway.
Fine.
the door.
Okay. So he walks down the stairs to the hallway because it doesn't make sense. It's
Cool.
sounds like you're talking about the same stairs.
Do I have to do exterior, new road?
Yes.
Exterior, new
Yes.
road. Okay.
Okay. This is. Can't we say then in film language? Can't you put this in a paragraph? Or are we actually going to see shots of him turning right, turning left, turning? Yeah. Okay. I just think you can make this a more interesting paragraph than describe a bit more description of where we are, a bit more of his mood, a bit more.
But then then it's like you asked me to do two different things.
No, I'm not. There's one thing, short story thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine if you're painting the picture of what's going on, what we can see in the camera.
Mm-hmm.
But what you're talking about inside the head,
mm-hmm.
you can't see that in a film. Okay? The whole thing about the novel or the short story is that you're allowed the perspective in a character's head.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? You can't do that in the film unless you've got a voiceover saying what I was thinking here was I didn't realize at this point I'd left my keys behind.
Yeah,
okay? So you're walking down a street and all we're seeing is you're walking down the street. Then you can tell the story of what the street is like and what we can see.
Okay,
Yeah?
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah?
Okay.
This is just too mechanical.
Yeah.
All right? Okay, so with those provisos, fine.